Alright, and welcome to MRV Motorsport F1 Series. We are here in Interlagos, Brazil for round 4 of season 3. Yeah, let's see how the start will go. And off we go. There's a real bad start from McGillivray. We're gonna take a look at that later, but let's first focus on the front runners because yeah, Malone is closely followed by Yit, and also Rafael is still really close after the first couple of corners, and even Godfrey, the first 4 guys, having a kind of a gap to the drivers behind, the numbers 5, Tvrtkovic, Vanotti and McGillivray. All right. Yit is went on the C4 tires, as we can see, so he must have more grip in the beginning. But yeah, I tested the track myself, and I think it will be really difficult for him to have a good strategy with the C4 tire. So I think after 10 laps or something, 11 laps maybe, he needs to go to the pits. But we will see how that will play out. For now, he's hanging in within a second. Also Rafael still within a second, and Godfrey also still within a second of Rafael. And here we see the bad start from McGillivray. Antich and Vanotti had to make some avoiding action, as we can see phases going off there. We want to see what's happening here inside the car of Antich, and as Vanotti makes an avoiding move, Antich is blocked and they make contact, and Antich is losing a lot of positions, and of course he wants to make up that, but yeah, he just is taking out Vasic there in the first corner of the first lap. Focusing on Georgiades, going to the first corner here, and Tvrtkovic is yeah, making contact with him and forcing him outside of track. He can rejoin, but yeah, that's gonna be a penalty. On board with Dooley here, he could overtake his teammate after that incident there, but makes some mistakes himself here in turn 4. Oh, yeah, you should actually hold your brakes there, but because you're rolling back on track and you're making contact with your teammates. What a bad race for Georgiades that has to be, because yeah, 3 corners and 2 contacts already. Looking at McGillivray. Oh, he's going for a spin in turn 7 or 6 maybe. Sorry, no, it's turn 5. Excuse me. No contact with the wall, luckily, and he can continue his way. But this tires of him must be overheating really much right now. Still, he's going for the attack on Bonardi is in front of him, and he wants to get back the positions as quickly as he can be. Wants to go for the inside here, but gets blocked by Bonardi. That was real close, but yeah, and then Bonardi is opening the DRS when it's only in lap 2, so that's impossible actually. So there is a DRS penalty for Bonardi here. Taking a look at Vanotti. Vanotti chasing Tvrtkovic. Yeah, Tvrtkovic doing really well on his 5th position here, managing to keep Vanotti behind him. Let's see about this tire strategies here, and the DRS of course, because it's not opening this lap, but the next straight will be the first time that Vanotti will have the DRS. I think both are on the C3 compound of tire, so no tire difference there, and a little mistake for Vanotti, unfortunately, and that's costing him some time, and he gets immediately overtaken by Aint. Oh, that's yeah, gonna cost some time there. Going for the inside, wants to make a move immediately and almost making contact there, but they keep it clean. And yeah, Vanotti is passed. Overtook Aint again. I have to say, I think Vanotti's pace is a little better, but yeah, you shouldn't make mistakes because it's gonna cost you a lot on this little tiny track. Alright, we're taking a look at Antic here. He's closely following Vianama. Let's see if he can make a move on the straights. They're coming up to the straight, and as I can see also Antic is on the C4 compound of tire, and that will be a real difficult strategy later, I am expecting. Taking another piece of some slipstream there and going for the outside makes the move stick, but Vianama has a little moment of oversteer to make sure that yeah, she wasn't going to the outside there too much, but yeah, that cost some time too. Lost connection with Antic immediately. We are in lap 5 here. Yit was outside of DRS, but fought his way back into DRS range of Malone. Still having a little bit of the benefit for the better tires in this moment, I think. Really close here. Let's see if Yit can overtake Malone on the straight with DRS. Well, he actually didn't come any closer there. That's interesting. Alright, we are on board with Antic going for a move on Ain't, and he is making the move stick. I think yeah, no, we talk about that later. Vanotti chasing Tvrtkovic still. Can he make a move on the inside here? I would let it stick if I was him, because oh, and he bails out of it, and you can see what I mean, because he's immediately under pressure from Antic now, and there also Ain't is still joining this party here. This is gonna be a beautiful fight. Ain't is ready to pick up the pieces if something happens in front of him, and you can see Vanotti's really close to Vrtkovic there, but waiting for the DRS probably. Vrtkovic, the only guy that doesn't have DRS now, so let's see how that will affect him. Maybe he saved some ERS to cover this off, but having decent pace in his car without DRS, wow, that's amazing. Still, Vanotti tries to go for a move, but Tvrtkovic is not having this and let his car stay on the outside. And Vanotti has to plan another move, but is really under pressure from Antic at this point. So, another DRS zone here. Will he make the move stick this time? Vanotti actually has to, and he tries to. But still, Tvrtkovic keeps the throttle on the outside there, where is more traction to be found. And yeah, Vanotti has to deal with this. Yeah, the only guy that has different tires in this pack is Antic on the softer compound. Can go for the inside a little bit here, almost making contact, but yeah, Vanotti is also not having this, but oh, Antic wanted to go for the switchback there, or put his car at the inside at least, but he was too late, I think. Let's take another look. Going for the inside here as Vanotti is going really wide. This is clean and fair. Yeah, now he wants to go to the inside, but he's late because Vanotti let his car stick on the middle, and that's normal defending behavior. Oh, this is gonna cost you all three Antic, because it was his mistake, and serving a penalty for that later. And yeah, also Vanotti, yeah, lost so much time together with sorry, Tvrtkovic, yes. Alright, we are back on board with Yit, because yeah, he's still really close to Malone. I have to say, Malone couldn't get away. But a little inside information, I actually tried to get away in the first couple of corners. Then I noticed that it was real hard. Yeah, I got that gap over one second, and yeah, very well done from Yet to fight his way back into the DRS. And then I thought, okay, that's not gonna work. So now I'm only focusing on defending on the straights, and for the rest of the lap I'm gonna save all the ERS I can. So I had a full battery up until here, and as you can see, yet making a little bit of a mistake there on the last corner, and that makes the gap a little bit bigger. And now Malone is pushing all of his ERS to get out of that second, and yeah, we are in lap 8 now, so the soft compound of tire is, of course, the super soft compound of tire is not the better tire at this moment anymore. So perfect moment to get away. And yeah, I have to say again, well fought from Jet, but yeah, now your tires are gonna be giving you some trouble. Going on board with Godfrey at lap 8 also, closing in to Kostre, Rafael at this time, having the DRS. Oh, sorry. We'll take a look at that later maybe. Yeah, McGillivray is making a move on Antich, and that's why we had to switch over to this moment. Yeah, Antich can have the DRS on the second straight, but yeah, as we already discussed a little bit, he's also on the red tire, so the super soft compound of tire, and in lap 10 they are really going to be struggling with the tires. So McGillivray built a little gap, and yeah, maybe Antich can fight back later this race. Whoa, Faces is going for a move there on Diaz, but that was way too close, but luckily there was no contact. But let's give each other a little bit more space, please. Diaz trying to hang in, but going over his limit a little bit and spins his car there, and maybe the dirty air was also involved there. Okay, again some attention for McGillivray, because he's gonna make a move on Godfrey here. Beautifully done. Godfrey on the hard compound of tire at this time. So yeah, that's helping McGillivray on his move there, of course. Oh, that's a little wide, Chris. Maybe this is the reason you're gonna miss out on the DRS upcoming straight. Alright, on board with Antich, he's closing in on Rafael, but Rafael's closing in on Bonadios on his turn, and yeah, goes for the outside here. There's actually contact there, I didn't see that before, but it gives Antich the opportunity to overtake Kostre there and still also have DRS. So can he make a move on Bonadi immediately? He's trying to go for the outside here, but yeah, there was no space left to go. So he needs to go on the brake, and Rafael switched back to this position again, the 7th position at this time. And now it's his turn to challenge Bonadi. Let's see, will he wait for the DRS, or will he make a move right here? I don't think he will. That's real mature, because it's gonna save you so much more time if you just wait a little, 2 corners, to have that DRS. And this is gonna be a special moment, because 3 cars real close, 1 without the DRS. Kostre already overtaken Bonadi. Antich closely following him, having the slipstream on Kostre, and a little bit of overspeed there. Has to stay on the outside, but makes the mistake. Wow, I think this is gonna be yeah, a challenge for overtake of the season. Beautiful, beautiful move. And yeah, Kostre, a little mistake there, and Bonadi, can he come back at him? No, he just doesn't have the yeah, it doesn't, he wasn't close enough to make him over there. Alright, DS, how are you doing? 14th position at the moment, but real close in front of you is Georgiades. So, can they have a nice battle? Watch out here, Diaz, because you made a mistake earlier, if I'm correct, when you chased Fasic. So a little bit safer on the throttle, but now this time he makes a mistake a couple of corners later, but luckily he keeps his car alive, and it cost him only one position. Bonardi was overtaking him there. Going to Godfrey. Godfrey is real close to Venotti at lap 25 at the moment. Yeah, Venotti took a pit stop and he switched to the C1 tire. And yeah, Godfrey is on his second stint and using the soft compound tire. As we see, was that Diaz again? I'm not sure, but I think it was a back marker making a mistake. Yeah, so what I was saying, I think we should focus on the driving better. Yeah, I have to say, I see the same problem here for Godfrey. He has the better grip for the tires, but he cannot come any closer, even when he has the DRS. Yeah, he probably is on a higher downforce setting, so that's making it real hard. Oh, and what's happening here? McGillivray challenged Fasic there, but there was contact. Fasic spun. McGillivray is continuing. Vianama, his teammate, was side by side, and he smashes his car into the wall and coming back on track just behind Fasic, who he just took out. Let's see how that went, because he was on the outside here, and yeah, all of a sudden he's switching to the inside. He probably thought that he was enough behind him, but Fasic was still in his braking process. Yeah, making contact. You should really stick to the outside when you are that close, just to be safe, Cameron. But yeah, I'm sure you have regretted yourself already. But after that mistake, smashing his car into the wall, he's back behind Fasic. As both of them overtake a back marker, having slipstream, having the DRS, maybe ERS enough to make a move here. I feel kind of bad for Fasic here, because yeah, he was the victim of that incident earlier. But yeah, Cameron just thinking, probably I have to build a gap because I have a penalty now, so I need to get away from as many cars as I can. But Fasic trying to get back at him on the harder compound of tire. McGillivray going for the defensive line, and that's perfectly executed. And Fasic after that corner is overdoing the overdriving the car, and again costing him some time. Lap 29, we are on board with Venotti. Yeah, not on board. Having a real big slide there, well recovered in turn 4 it was. The tires are getting to the last part of the of their lives. But C1 tire for Venotti, yeah, okay. He probably has still some life in them. Godfrey is closing in on Venotti. I think again. Let's see if he... No, he's not closing in. He was now outside. But Venotti on his turn is closing into Rafael. And this is actually a battle for third position here. Having a great apex here. Both of them actually. So I think the DRS will not be enough to make an overtake in turn 4 here, as I expected. And yeah, Rafael has the tire advantage, so I think he will be it will be easy for him to cover Vanotti off in this middle section. Wow, well, it's actually a masterclass if you can have this pace. Whoa, what's happening here? There was a little lag moment. Okay, luckily no incidents from that, but yeah, it's real amazing if you can have this pace on the C1 tire, I would say. Will the DRS help you enough to make it? Oh, we're gonna take another look at this. This is a real weird spot to have to have a spin on your car. He's following Rafael closely here, and as Rafael suddenly go to the inside, Vanotti is trying to follow him, probably have some dirty air, what makes his car have an oversteer moment, and on this speeds like 300 kilometers an hour or something, you cannot recover a big oversteer moment, especially when you have DRS opened. So yeah, luckily Vanotti could continue, but his chances on the podium are gone because we are at the end of the race. Antich making a move on his teammate just before turn 4, and yeah, that's a fight on track, but Antich has some penalties because of some incidents. So yeah, Godfrey will be finishing in front of him. Oh, and Ain't is also joining the party here. Then Godfrey has to be aware really much because there's still a couple of laps to go. Ain't is chasing him within that second, coming up to the final straight. A nice corner from Ain't here, having a good exit. But the distance to Godfrey is, yeah, reasonably far to make a move now. But maybe you can prepare a move on the next straight. And not gaining so much time. So I think you really need to be closer next time around. You still have one chance to do it. Maybe two. Oh, he's so close. Real great fight at the at the last part of the race. But unfortunately we have to switch to Malone because he's gonna finish this race in first place again. Yeah, in the end it was 41 seconds in front of the number 2. Again, a big gap. As of a penalty it got even 44 seconds. Congratulations to Malone, masterclass again from him. And yeah, the in-lap wasn't working out unfortunately because the time was not long enough to get back on the straight, but we do that again next time. Looking at Jits, congratulations with your second place, so well driven. You drove with the C4 tire in the beginning, switched to the C2 tire at the end. How the hell did you manage to do that? Then Costre finishing third. Congratulations to you also. He's really happy. No penalties for him this time around. So finally he's on that well-deserved podium. Yeah, we saw Vanotti finishing 4th, Antich 5th, but has a penalty. Ain't finished 6th, finishing 6th in front of Godfrey actually. We didn't got that on camera unfortunately. Thank you for watching. See you guys next time. Bye bye. Alright. Yeah, we are here without Jan, without Feza. Yeah. So I have to do the interview by myself. Yeah. I am the number 1. I'm gonna be short about my race. It was a nice beginning. Vanotti was pretty competitive there, but yeah, I don't know what happened to him. Maybe an early pit stop to the C1 or a mistake. I don't know. I want to know later, but I don't know yet. But from that moment, it was easy, and I didn't make any mistakes. And yeah, in the end, 30 seconds or something ahead of the number 2. But all right. We're gonna drag in the number 2, and that is actually Yit. Welcome to the interview room, Yit.
Hello.
How are you doing? Congratulations with your 2nd place.
Thank you.
That must have been...
we also talk in Dutch, or?
No, yeah, I'm gonna make a replay probably. I'm not sure yet, so I want to keep it in English.
Yeah, okay.
yeah, I'm the only interviewer today, but we'll keep it in English. Can you talk us through your race? Because it was your best performance up until now, I think, right?
Yeah, it went pretty good. I qualified 3rd. I thought I was going to be 2nd, but then the Canadian, I don't know anymore, but
Cameron,
he played 2nd with 500s in front of me, I believe.
Oh, that's
something
close.
like that.
Yeah.
And then we had the race, but I don't know what happened to him. But I heard something that his starting lights did not show up on screen, so he had a delayed start.
Oh.
So I was able to overtake him, and then I was 2nd, and I followed behind Malone for around 12 laps, I believe, with DRS, which really helped me. And that was a gamble.
With me?
Yeah.
You. I thought it was Fernati, but it was you then. I bet on you.
It was me the whole time.
Really? I'm so stupid, man.
I was just racing behind you for, I believe, just when the DRS turned on and then until lap 12 when I pitted.
I'm totally.
But I was behind you, but I was just managing to stay in DRS.
Yeah, exactly.
Every time my battery was at 0 at the end of the lap.
Oh, it was you. That's kind of
so,
funny.
You helped me to be so much in front, and then I pitted to C2, but then I had to do 24 laps, which was
that's a
quite a lot.
Yeah, definitely.
It was a gamble for me. I gambled to go on C4 so I could.
Did you?
Stay with
I saw that. I looked at the C4, so that was right. You were on the softer compounded tire, but I somehow switched you and Venotti then. But great job, man. But I have to be honest a little bit. I knew I couldn't get out of the 2nd. I gave that to you, you know. But then when I had to manage to stay in front with only using ERS on the straights, then I thought, okay. And then I just waited a little bit, and then I thought your ERS was kind of off, and I think I'm right there. And then I pushed maximum ERS, and then I got finally out of that 2nd.
Yeah. Also, at the end, my C4 were beginning to fail, and then I made a mistake, and then it was like, it's over now.
Yeah, C4 was not making it. Yeah, C4, C1 maybe, but I don't know. But great job. You made it to work. Did you do how many laps on the C2 then?
On C2 I did 24.
Wow, that's amazing, man. That's amazing.
Yeah, it was lucky that the 3rd Rafael was not closer to me, otherwise he would have passed me easily, I believe. Because I was going so slow the entire lap. The last 6-7 laps I was just, can this end now?
I can imagine. I was actually I pitted. I wanted to stretch the C3 because I was actually kind of worried about the tire life. So I pitted on lap 17. So I needed to do 19 on the C2, and they were actually 2 laps before the end. They were totally gone. At least the right front. Yeah.
Yep.
And you did 5 laps more. That's really amazing. Yeah, great job, buddy. Great job.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, congratulations again. I don't know much if you want to add something, but I think I heard a pretty amazing story here. I'm happy.
That was pretty much it. I did not see anyone else.
No, that's kind of lonely. That's not nice. But the first stint was great, man. So I think you must be happy, right?
Yeah, I am. Yeah.
Perfect, man. Good points for the DGs.
Yeah.
I'm gonna drag the number 3 in, and yeah, well, hope to see you next time
Yeah.
on the podium again.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah. You're getting better, mate. It's perfect. All right.
Thank you.
See you soon. Thank you for being here.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye, mate. Welcome to the interview room, Kostre.
Hello.
Congratulations with your 3rd place, or do you have penalties? Maybe I should ask that first.
No penalties.
No penalties. Wow. All right, this one's gonna stick then for you.
And that was my best race this season.
All right, you were taken off the podium a couple of times, as you mentioned last time, and this time it's finally time for you to have to be proud of your 3rd place, I guess.
Yeah, it's been 20 races, I think.
Congratulations, man. Congratulations. Yeah, I have to say, you did an amazing job in season 1, and season 2 you dropped a little bit, but now you're climbing back up, so yeah. But talk us through your race. How did the start go?
It was very good because Josh had an incident at the start. So that was 2 positions up already. I was surprised to see Jit on the C4. I didn't think that was fast.
Me too. Yeah, but he did manage, man. It's amazing. Yeah.
He did really well with them, actually. So I was just trying to stay away from Godfrey, who had just appeared from nowhere behind me. And it was always like a couple of seconds, like 1 or 2 seconds behind me. So that was the pressure for my first stint. Then I put it, I don't remember which lap, but it was, my tires were completely dead. So I tried to gamble on the C2, see if maybe they would be good. And yeah, they were good, but the graph showed me that I was on 0% for 5 laps.
Yeah.
So I don't know how these tires work anymore.
All right. Maybe a little inside information for you. The tire app, it's really great, but it's not really at 0 when the tires are actually at 0. So you have to take a look at your lap times actually to see when you're really gonna drop off. Then you know this is the moment, you know. But it's not actually the 0 point on the tire app. Some tires apps you can set up that you can decide yourself when you want the 0 point to be there. So, and other apps are just not really accurate. But it's only good because when it's 0, you feel the tires are kind of gone. But then if you can go a couple of laps, maybe you can push to another tire. So yeah.
Yeah, because I was actually expecting like a sudden puncture, because I was going on 0 for so many laps.
Yeah, that's what I'm actually was trying to tell you, right? The 0 point is not where they're gonna burst, right? But you see the lap times drop off. But when the tires are really going to burst or destroy themselves, then you can go 10 laps before that happens.
Yeah. Okay, but that's good to know.
Yeah, exactly. I try to help. I still try to help.
And I had to stay out because Ferrari was in C1, and if I pit it, then my race would be over. And also, if I got a puncture in my mind, then my race would also be over. So I was just trying to make the tires last as long as possible.
Yeah, that must be stressful, right?
Yeah, it was stressful.
I can imagine.
But then, but then on like lap 33, I think, Fanati's chasing behind me. He's like 2-3. I have to check actually.
I saw that. It was like 0.5 on one moment.
Yeah, he was following me on the straight. Okay, so he was like 2 car lengths behind me, and then I moved to the inside, and he moves while having the DRS open, so he spins out behind me. So that was how I got away from him.
All right, that's what happened. Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
but if he didn't spin out there, then he would have taken 3rd place, I'm sure.
All right. Yeah, all right. But this is this is actually the main story, right? If you don't make mistakes, You're gonna
Yeah.
be on top. So
I had a lot of close moments as well.
yeah, okay, but you kept it on track. Did you spin out or not?
I had a half spin, so you know the corner where you can cut a lot on like turn 13, I think. So coming up to that corner, I come up in the curb and then I brake, and then I slide, and I end up straight on the corner. So I was fine, and there was no one there, so I was lucky there. I only lost like 4 seconds,
All right.
but that was a big moment.
You could manage the gap in the end because Finotti spun for real, right?
Yeah. No, big spin. He crashed into the wall.
Oh, did he finish? I didn't even look yet.
I'm pretty sure he did. Yeah, he finished. What? No. Yes, fourth.
Fourth.
So behind.
Oh, he did. Yeah, he was. Yeah, all right. So he kept his car alive. Oh, we're gonna end up, mate. We're gonna join the general VC together if you want to. But for the interview,
Right.
it's enough, I guess.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you for being here. Congratulations again. Really happy. Maybe you don't believe me, but I'm really happy that you did a proper job to get on that podium. So now I can properly say you deserve this one, and I'm happy for you.
Thank you.
Believe me. All right. See you next time, and yeah, we meet up in the general, man.
All right. I'll see you.
All right. See you, Mary. Bye.